Welcome back. In his first address as leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi launched a full-on attack on the BJP and the government today in Parliament. From breaking up Hinduism to MSP for farmers and Agniveer scheme, Rahul made several comments that were, quote, fact-checked by ministers on the spot. In some of those cases, Rahul then seemed to go back to revise his attack or exact words. But what sparked a rather big controversy was when Rahul Gandhi drew comparisons of Lord Shiva and Guru Nanak, Jesus Christ and even Islam. He went on to accuse the BJP of saying that you don't stand for Hinduism or you are not real or true Hindus. At one time, he went on to say that those who call themselves Hindu are violent and liars. So let me just break down what exactly took place on some of those comments. So while speaking on Hinduism, Rahul Gandhi said those who call themselves Hindus spread hate, indulge in violence and lie. The Prime Minister, in fact, stood up for a brief moment, intervened and said that calling the entire Hindu community violent is a very serious matter. Rahul Gandhi raked up the MSP issue, for example, accused the central government of not giving MSP to farmers or waiving their loans. Agricultural Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan was quick to counter Rahul Gandhi, saying that the government is already giving MSP and the member should be aware of that, and that he should go back and look what Congress used to give as MSP in their tenure. Once again, raising the Agniveer issue, Rahul Gandhi accused the government of not giving Agniveers compensation that they deserved. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh was quick to get up and say that that's a falsehood, that the leader of opposition is misleading the public, and that 1 crore compensation is given to Agniveer martyrs or those who are deceased as well. So the big question we asked today is this. Big speech as the leader of opposition for the very first time. The Prime Minister and all other members were in attendance. Was this speech a hit or a miss?
और जो लोग अपने आप को हिंदू कहते हैं वो 24 घंटा हिंसा हिंसा हिंसा, नफरत नफरत नफरत, असत्य सत्य असत्य। आप हिंदू हो ही नहीं।
ये विषय बहुत गंभीर है। पूरे हिंदू समाज को हिंसक कहना ये गंभीर विषय है।
बीजेपी को आपको नहीं 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 नहीं, नरेंद्र मोदी जी पूरा हिंदू समाज नहीं है, बीजेपी पूरा हिंदू समाज नहीं है, आरएसएस पूरा हिंदू समाज नहीं है।
इस देश में शायद इनको मालूम नहीं है, करोड़ों लोग अपने आप को गर्व से हिंदू कहते हैं, गर्व से हिंदू कहते हैं। क्या वो सभी लोग हिंसा की बात करते हैं, हिंसा करते हैं? हिंसा की भावना को किसी धर्म के साथ जोड़ना और इस सदन में और संवैधानिक पद पर बैठे हुए व्यक्ति ने, मैं मानता हूं मान्यवर, उन्होंने इसकी माफी मांगनी चाहिए।
अगर आप शिव जी को देखें तो उनकी इमेज से आपको पता लगता है कि हिंदू डर नहीं फैला सकता, हिंदू हिंसा नहीं फैला सकता, हिंदू नफरत नहीं फैला सकता। और बीजेपी 24 घंटा नफरत हिंसा नफरत हिंसा नफरत हिंसा।
Gopal Krishna Agarwal, spokesperson of the BJP, Mahima Singh, spokesperson of the Congress party, joining us. Desh Ratan Nigam is political analyst, leans towards the BJP, joining us, and Atikur Rahman, Islamic scholar, is still with us. I want to begin with Mahima Singh. Mahima, I believe the opposition was pushing for a debate on NEET. Now, this was an opportunity for Rahul Gandhi to raise, amongst other issues, predominantly what was the expectation, the issue of NEET. But he barely spoke on NEET. and had this overt focus on religion. Why this focus on religion in his speech today?
Jai Hind. You would remember Shivani a couple of days ago when we were raising the slogans of Jai Samvidhan and the speaker objected to it. It was the BJP that was raising the slogans of Jai Shri Ram. So to bust their bubble, which has actually already been busted by RSS's own leader, Mr. Indresh Kumar, and the public of Ayodhya, when Indresh Kumar says that those who are anti-Ram have been defeated by Ram. So he has categorically told us that the BJP and its torchbearers are actually anti-Ram, anti-Hindu. So what our leader did today as the leader of the opposition on the floor of the House was only rightful to show the mirror to those who oppose Jai Samvidhan and cheer in the House by saying Jai Shri Ram. And today, and the day we were requesting for a debate on NEET, they deflected, they denied. Today, when our leader is rightfully busting the bubble that they are creating to mislead the public of India, again, they will fight tooth and nail. They will do all in their capacity to oppose him. They've already done enough of that over the past whole decade. We've seen.
Yeah,
that.
but we've heard predominantly this. I'm not talking about the Ayodhya reference because that is a result that has just come during these elections. But you know, most of what Rahul Gandhi otherwise said, including dishing out certificates of who a real Hindu or a Nakli Hindu or an Asli Hindu is, this is exactly the politics the Congress opposes. And yet he stood in Parliament as the LOP for the very first time and dished out certificates about what real Hinduism or who a real Hindu is.
Why has Shivani, no one objected or opposed in the past 10 years the certification or proclamation of who is a Hindu in this country? Why suddenly this objection when our leader
No,
is
you have objected to it. The point that I'm making is that Congress has objected to it. But you're doing exactly the same.
We have objected to the scheme of Agniveer. We have objected to the tyrannical ways of the BJP and that of the speaker now in both the houses. We have objected to the ways of functioning of the BJP. Yet the struggle is on. Yet the fight is on. Yet the road ahead is topsy-turvy and it's a long road, Shivani.
No, fair enough. I'll go point by point. I'll come to Agniveer and MSP as well. But very quickly, before I go across to our BJP representative, Mahima, did some of the wording of what Rahul Gandhi was trying to say go wrong? Because, you know, when that whole thing happened about Hinduism, about, you know, जो अपने आप को हिंदू कहते हैं वो झूठ बोलते हैं, हिंसा करते हैं, he didn't specify who he was talking to. You should, ideally in Parliament. And then he went on to say कि नहीं मैं तो BJP की बात कर रहा था या RSS की बात कर रहा था. Did he actually end up making a faux pas which can be seen as another anti-Hindu or Hinduism remark from the Congress party leaders instead of, you know, focusing on what your political agenda for the day was?
Not at all. What should not happen on the floor of the parliament is ek akela sab pe bhari. That should not happen. And Shivani, what the faux pas was all through the election campaign was Mughal, mutton, machli, Mangal Sutra, all that was.
Yeah, so this seems like election campaigning. Actually, thank you, you brought that in. No, thank you, you brought that in. I didn't want to say that, but this actually seemed like election campaigning, but we've lost one election rhetoric is different. One second, Mahima, I'll give you an opportunity. Let me just outline the point that I'm making. One, this sounded a lot like election campaigning. And election campaigning, one, has been left behind. Elections are over. The results are here. Secondly, the tone and tenor of an election speech tends to be different from what an LOP is expected to speak in Parliament. Go ahead.
I just asked you that question and I will reiterate. Ek akela sab pe bhari, 400 par on the floor of the Parliament. Did that not sound to you like electioneering? Suddenly you say that this all sounds like electioneering. Well,
but elections are over now.
The tone and tenor? Of course, but they had not even begun when Ek Akela Sab Pe Bhari and 400 par was happening on the floor of the House. 370 Bhajpa ko or 400 par NDA. Why did your channel and you did not question that election chal raha hai kya boss? What are you doing? on the floor of the parliament, a prime minister, a sitting prime minister.
Yeah, no,
brings
the question I'm
the
asking is, I'm
functions
trying
of
to
the House
understand
to a
this.
vote.
Was the aim to corner the government on some of the controversies they're facing, or talk about Hinduism and dish out certificates?
It
Okay,
was
let's go across
the
to
aim
Gopal
was
Krishnan
to show them a
Agarwal.
mirror, and it has been shown.
Mirror has been shown. Gopal Krishnan Agarwal, not the first time that religion has been invoked in parliament. We've seen BJP leaders do this, where they have talked about or espoused Hindu Astha, or talked about what it preaches, what it brings to the table. Rahul Gandhi has used it in a different way to attack the BJP or the powers that be today. So what's the objection about what he said about Hinduism today?
Shivani, we have to understand that it is not in isolation that today's Rahul Gandhi's speech was there. We have to also understand that he had been talking specifically about religions, whether it was through the unparliamentary proceedings that he brought the pictures of Lord Shiva and pictures of Nanak Dev Ji and other Islam Dharm religion. He brought them as their symbols, trying to interpret them. It was not alone this, but he had specifically said that Hindus indulge in violence, Hindus indulge in hateful.
He said those who call themselves Hindus.
So that is what those who call themselves Hindus means what? They are Hindus. What do you mean by those who call themselves Hindus? If I am a Hindu, I call myself Hindu. If I am believing in other religion, why I'll call myself Hindus? So those who call themselves Hindus, whether it is BJP, RSS, or the larger community, he is calling them. He did not say that BJP, RSS is indulging violence.
Initially.
I would have objected to that also.
Yeah.
On the floor of the House, if he says like that, he has to give the proof of that. He cannot just say his opinions on the floor of the House as a leader of the constitutional position, holding the position of the opposition leader. He just cannot say what he thinks or feels, or what he has his imagination, or what his advisors have told him. Whatever he says on the floor of it, he has to have the proof of that.
So on the issue of the proof,
he has called Hindus as indulging in violence, and not once, 3-4 times he has repeated them.
yeah.
They are
So
unfaithful,
that could well
hateful.
be not wording it correctly, but on the issue of proof, he was objected to by ministers concerned on issues like the MSP for farmers. Then he went on to correct, I'm talking about legal guarantee, I'm not just talking about MSP. He was corrected on Agniveer scheme compensation when the defense minister stood up. Then he said, you can say whatever you want, I can say whatever I want, but the public knows what the truth is.
How can you say like this? I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Deshratna Nigam, did Rahul Gandhi miss the opportunity to kind of really target the government with facts, with figures, with actual incidents, with things that, we expected opposition to raise even during this motion of thanks? Because it seemed a lot like what we had already heard, plus he got fact-checked on spot.
Well, Shivani, in fact, the statements made by the LOP in Parliament are based on facts. The opinions which come has to be conclusive in terms of facts. If you do not give facts and examples, it's a hollow opinion. That's the way it is. And leader of opposition, many stalwarts have held that position. And this was his opening kind of a remark as a initial opener of the innings. He should have certainly confined himself to the issues, and he did raise issues for which constructive discussions requires in the parliament, whether it is NEET or any other. But somehow he lost his direction somewhere and became anti-Hindu, which actually is, if you look at the history of the Congress, they have been the Saffron Terror.
You call him anti-Hindu. Is that also not an overreaction?
Let me tell you how the Congress was opposing Ram Mandir, how 2611 was blamed on Hindus, how Saffron Terror remark was brought in, how log ladke mandir ladkiyan chhedne jate hain. Then after Indic Alliance, what Junior Kharge said, what the Indic Alliance partner of DMK person said. That's a chain of events. So ultimately, there was no need to bring in this subject. He was going fine till he was raising the issues, and we do require constructive discussion in the parliament. But he somehow lost his direction, and the image which we got as a person, was as an anarchist, somebody who's communal, somebody who's divisive. That is not required. In fact, let me tell you, he started on a right footing, but certainly diverted somewhere. I don't know
on
who,
the
who
issue
are his
of
advisors.
Hinduism and what is real Hinduism, not so real, who is a real Hindu, not real Hindu. Adhika Rahman, I ask you this question. This kind of commentary in parliament, would it be allowed for any other religion? Would it be acceptable from anyone on any other religion?
So Shivani, only the wearer knows where the shoe pinches. What has been done today by Rahul Gandhi in parliament, we as Muslims be facing every evening on media channels, demonizing Muslim community with
I'm
terror.
talking about parliament. Let's not compare what happens inside and outside parliament. This happened in parliament.
That's why I said only the wearer knows where the shoe pinches. Showing the mirror to the BJP is, very much disallowed by your channel. Why are you doing so?
No, we are showing it. We're showing what Rahul Gandhi has said. We are showing what Rahul Gandhi has said. How are we disallowing it?
Rahul Gandhi is showing the mirror to the BJP that you are the people who talk of violence.
It is wrong.
You are the
It is
people who
that
talk of
he's
hate.
talking
And
about.
this is not Hinduism. This can be Hindutva, which we are telling BJP since the past 10 years that, and I am amazed why Rahul Gandhi didn't got a book related to Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. I have learned Hinduism from Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. What the BJP teaches India is not Hinduism. Shivani, for God's sake, people need to know the real Hinduism is not connected with violence, which the BJP does.
Okay.
The BJP
So you're
is
okay with that
anti-God of
debate, right?
Hinduism.
Okay, so you're okay with that debate. What is real
Of
Hinduism
course.
and what is
you
not
know,
real
the BJP
Hinduism?
on any platform is okay with me.
My question was exactly this. If that debate is okay about Hinduism, will that debate be okay about Islam? Will that debate be okay about Christianity?
That's
For
what we
example,
are
I
saying
just
to the
discussed
past 10
what
years.
a so-called self-styled Sharia court did in Bengal. If it's okay for Hinduism, would it be okay in parliament for somebody to get up and say this is not real Islam and those who say they follow Islam are not real Muslims? That's the question and distinction I'm trying to draw. Mr. Gopal Krishnan, since you were objected to, I'll give you the opportunity. I have limited time.
The thing is that it is very clear statement what Rahul Gandhi has said in the floor of the parliament. He has undermined and said about Hindus. It is neither about Hindutva or Hinduism or whatever difference Atikur Rahman want to make on the debate here. It is Hindus that he has said that they indulge in violence, they indulge in hateful activities, they indulge in untruthfulness. Never
He clarified later.
No, what does it mean by clarification? He meant BJP. Why he called them Hindus? So it is the politics, religion politics that he wanted to play. He is talking to his vote bank politics of appeasement of minorities. That's what he has been doing.
Okay.
And is
very quickly, can I give 30 seconds to Mahima-ji? Mahima-ji, I have limited time. My other pointed question is only this. Was Rahul Gandhi able to effectively raise the NEET issue, which is what had been stalling parliament proceedings, because he barely spoke on NEET for like a couple of minutes?
Before I come to what you just questioned, Shivani, I want to categorically say that here we are talking about, on one hand, a prime minister who has said, I was not biologically born and he's an avatar or some sort of a supernatural
That's
force.
not what the PM
and on
said.
On the other,
That's also
what he
incorrect.
said,
That's
very
not what the PM
categorically.
said.
He said,
On
मेरी
NEET.
माता जी के गुजरने के बाद मुझे ये एहसास हुआ है कि मैं बायोलॉजिकली मैं पैदा नहीं हुआ था. मुझे एक
क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
No,
फालतू
he didn't
बातें
say
कर
that.
रहे हैं.
He didn't say that. That's an interpretation. But in any case,
exactly-
I have
no,
10
no,
seconds,
all
ma'am.
right.
Ma'am,
All right,
on
all
NEET,
right.
10
So,
seconds.
our leader is
The
determined.
way Rahul Gandhi
And
was
no
talking
force,
about the
our
Prime
please ask the
Minister
BJP
is highly...
spokesperson to observe discipline. I could have also
10
spoken
seconds,
over him.
ma'am.
I did not. Yeah, our leader, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, is determined to raise all the issues on the floor of the House, and he's the only one who brought up NEET even earlier, even today, and he is the only one who will
Okay.
bring
All right.
justice to this issue
all
by
cause
raising it on the.
just want to
He is the
bring
one who
religion
met them.
into that.
All
As the
right,
Prime
I've run out
Minister-
of time.
as
I
Prime
do
Minister
thank
re-
all of
as-
our guests for joining us. Let's see how this progresses because there's going to be more debate in Parliament as well. There will be a response from the Prime Minister too. Will it continue to be political bickering or will we actually get down to real issues is the question. Thanks a lot for watching.